What can different actors do to contribute to green infrastructure? Those who plan the infrastructure can help to link up the landscape by making sure that roads and railways do not form barriers for flora and fauna. With the right initiatives, ecoducts, wildlife crossings and culverts can help animals cross over or beneath busy roads. Forest owners can contribute to green infrastructure with good environmental consideration by means of voluntary conservation schemes and other measures. One example might be to preserve deciduous forest and bush cover along the edge of the forest, watercourses and lakes, so that dispersal corridors are created for both aquatic and land-based species. Land users can contribute to green infrastructure and ecosystem services by caring for and maintaining stone walls and clearance cairns, increasing the proportion of bushes and deciduous trees in peripheral areas, and saving boundary zones by watercourses. Measures such as creating beetle banks help to look after pests and contribute to reducing the use of pesticides. They are also good nesting environments for birds. Contractors who work in the landscape on behalf of various companies and landowners, for example performing maintenance measures in the forest or excavation works, can, if they have good knowledge, adapt their methods in order to promote the green infrastructure. Environmental consultants can make sure that the green infrastructure perspective is given greater prominence in permit processes, for example by highlighting the value of green infrastructure investigations when locating and designing activities that require a permit. The fisheries sector can use low-impact fishing equipment in order to preserve biodiversity. Municipalities can use action plans and contribute to the green infrastructure when they produce master plans and detailed development plans. The general public can contribute by reporting findings of different species, cultivating their garden or allotment, or why not build a bee hotel? Is it just in rural areas that you must consider the green infrastructure? Work on green infrastructure is every bit as important in the urban environment. Not only are natural and park environments in urban areas important for people's health and well-being, for outdoor activities, for cooling down and for air quality, they are also important for linking up the habitats of flora and fauna in the countryside with the city. Trees and other vegetation in the city also perform an important job in absorbing rainwater and reducing the risk of flooding. Knowledge of green infrastructure therefore needs to be borne in mind in all plans for cities or urban areas in order to maintain and create important green areas. The analyses and map data that emerge from the regional action plans should be considered in all decisions on buildings, land and water usage, urban development, and when permitting environmental procedures. The landscape and the environment are our shared responsibility, and we need to share our living space with both flora and fauna, for their future and ours.